Hello, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. Last time, we beat the first missions. Really, nothing much to say about that, really. We made it to Frelia, got some reinforcements, got some cash. Now let's spend it all. Now we're going to Eid. So, in our party, we got a priest that's on our right. Good old Mulder, and Vanessa, who is a Pegasus Knight. Now, unlike normal knights, Pegasus Knights are questionably... I don't know, I've never been a fan, really. They move really fast, they attack kind of fast, but they have a really low strength value, which means they get a very special weapon for them. There are a couple tiers of weapons, as you may or may not have noticed last video, but kind of goes iron, steel, silver, and then there's a bunch of other stuff, but Pegasus Knights get their own special weapon. They're too weak to use iron lances. They use something called a slim lance. It's weaker. So combined with a weak strength value and a weak weapon, they tend to do very, very little. I don't like them. It's a personal preference thing, really. Oh yes, we're at Eid, aren't we? So, bunch of brigands this time, I think. That should be fun. Brigands are like fighters, but suck. It's kind of like soldiers compared to knights. So, that's kind of fun to look forward to for me. I mean, it's even less fun for our Pegasus Knight, as I was just talking about with lances, but... So our Pegasus Knight scouting ahead. You probably read that. What a great guy. I bet this guy is, I don't know. Just making me think of, what's that one movie? Apocalypse... I think it's Apocalypse Now. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. That's what this guy reminds me of right now. Now we get to learn about brigands. Brigands go onto villages and they destroy everything. It's gonna be great. Bye, village. I didn't want to visit you anyways. Ugh! It's just a flesh wound. There, I just made 2 Monty Python references in a row. 2 videos back to back. I mean, what's next? Anyone for tennis? Except there's not much tennis in this game, of course. It's kind of a medieval strategy battle game, but, you know. Doesn't mean they can't play sports. Alright, well, there's a mountain in the way, which kind of complements things for getting to those villagers, but we kind of have to. They're green. That makes them the other units. They go between me and the enemy's turns. Generally, other units can be recruited. And doing that, you have to do very special things. I happen to know how to recruit every character in the game, so I can cheat. I don't have to restart if I mess up or whatever, because I won't be messing up. I know how to get these guys. And they're very important to get. So I'm going to stay kind of safe for this mission, I think. No needed risks and no unneeded risks. Pretty good idea what I'm going to do already. So Mulder wants to heal the kid because he's injured. I don't think it matters whether he's healed or not, frankly, because... well, let's just say this. He starts out kind of weak, but he's going to be essential if I want to finish this playthrough. So... he's at 5 health out of 15 only. He is a journeyman. If you've played other Fire Emblem games, you haven't played Sacred Stones before, they added something new to this game. They added a couple of things new. One of them would be these pre-class things, I don't know. We have a fighter. This is class 1, right? A warrior would be class 2. Tier 2 or whatever. This is below fighter. Means he's really weak. So we need to rescue him. We can do that by doing this. There's a rescue option. Rescuing is a very risky maneuver generally. You can only do it to units that are smaller than you. For instance, we look at Gilliam here. He's got a constitution of 14 and an 8 of 13. This means you can rescue people with a constitution of 13. We look at poor Erica here, who's a much smaller person. We have 5 constitution and 4A, basically. So yeah, that's rescuing, I guess. When you rescue someone, it halves your skill and speed. And that makes you really in trouble if you get attacked. Anyway, let's go visit this village here. We're going to get a large sum of money from this, I think. Not in the form of normal just money, though. We get a sellable item, I think. Something I really understood about games like these is, I don't know, I don't see why you have a currency and then you have an item that exists solely to be sold. That's just something I think about every now and then. I guess it sort of makes sense because it'd be like, okay, if you don't have space in your inventory, you can't hold it, but also it lets you steal from enemies that have it in their possessions, but it's kind of an odd thing to me. I guess it's really not a terrible thing, I'm just thinking about it too much. One of the things I really like about Fire Emblem games, though, is, just as a general rule, like, as you're, I don't know, going through the story and stuff, you'll run into characters you could end up getting, or end up fighting. And you'll see them and be like, oh, I wonder if they'll join my party later. I can't wait for that. This is one of those characters who looks a tad more unique than the average villager, so you're sitting there thinking, oh, I bet she's important to the story. And then she ends up being pretty important to the story, to a degree, you know. It's cool things like that. I like those small details, where you can kind of assume what's going to happen later, just from context clues and whatnot. Of course, after I say all that, I'm just going to say that she's an enemy, actually. We may or may not be fighting her in the future. You can reach all the way over here, though. Of course, this lady over here is completely insignificant. We can tell that because she does not have a stupid hair color. Oh, look, I'm Vanessa. I look like a lime. Generally important characters also have the tan-colored kind of gold trim on all their stuff, too. If you look at Molder, he's got some of that, too. It's really just their skin color reused, because the Game Boy Advance couldn't handle too many colors. It's a really interesting way of doing it. I love how the art for this game works. So let's send all these guys down here. We're already like 10 minutes in, and we haven't even really started the mission. A lot of dialogue. I'm not used to this. For LPing, at least. You can... I don't know what you're gonna do. Don't want you using too much of that Silver Lance. So, I think... I need to get Franz down there. Look at this guy, Garcia. He's kind of a monster. He missed his attack, though, but he'll get another one. He's fine. Oh, he missed that one, too. I don't actually know if I want him anymore. I don't accept failures. Alright. So Molder is a priest. He can heal guys. It's kind of useful. I've got Vulnerinaries, which I tend to prefer, honestly, because I don't need to carry around this guy who's going to die. He has no attack value. He has a slight avoid value, and that's really it to him. He's got 2 defense, which is less than Erica. Not ideal. Speaking of which, we want her down here, actually, because she can slightly fight these guys. Definitely need to get Franz down here, though. I will switch him over to a sword. He's kind of a beast, though, so I'm not really expecting him to have any trouble whether he used a spear or a sword on these guys. Got a good amount of health, too, already. 20. They both have 20, okay. Oh, I'm dumb. I made a mistake. You'll just go do your own thing. I gotta talk to him. I'm talking too much to the point where I'm already making really silly errors. That's completely fine, though. It shouldn't affect me too much in the long run. Not this early in the game, at least. It's a good level up. I like seeing strength go up. Strength is one of those really cool stats because if you have a lot of speed to go with it, it's actually going up by 2 every time you level. You'll do 2 more damage. Okay, he'll keep healing himself, so he's fine. Alright, you can just sit back here and poke these guys, I guess. They'll sort of hurt you, but... You have to go talk. So you go to talk to green characters, sometimes red ones even, and then they'll join your party. It's really, really fun for me trying to figure out, you know, who talks to who. Something they've actually kind of taken away from more recent Fire Emblem games. Like, I know in Awakening, basically 90% of the people who join you, you just talk to them with your Lord or with your self-insert fanfic character or whatever, you know. They will, most of the time, they'll talk to the person. It's kind of irritating to me, honestly. Because in this game, like, I don't know, you make connections with the characters and stuff. Because a lot of these characters, they've already known other characters in this world, and they've met them, and then they go, hey, why are you fighting on the wrong side? Fight with us. Why are we even fighting? We're best buddies, right? Remember that one time in the war? Wait, hasn't the world been at peace for 800 years? Alright, I think you are maybe in trouble. Let's just get you to come here. That'd be great. There's that Slim Lance I was talking about. How do you... Yeah, you're not so good yet. Just watch how much experience points he gets, though, because he's just got 33 for missing or not finishing something off. It's kind of amazing. You can go here. I like to see those 100% chances already, though. It's pretty early in the game, but Franz is already really dependable. My brother was laughing the other day because he's all like, "Oh, Cavaliers? They're terrible, aren't they? What?" Okay, I'm sorry that we don't only strictly use knights. I think Gilliam was one of his favorite characters, too. You can go down here. Let's just bring you down here. Reinforcements are probably going to come from up here, I think, but, Erica's in the area. She could deal with them. Oh, boo. Only going once. Yeah, she already took half her health from that. I don't feel good about that. Most of my characters are, you know, they're all better than these guys, but... even Gilliam's struggling, though. I think usually I have Franz go there, but I kind of screwed up. He just needed to stall them. Just for a bit. Anyway, with that archer down, it's actually safe to think about bringing Ross over here. Can you... Okay, okay, I want to maybe go over here. That's the boss. Difficult decisions. How about you go down here? I don't want to kill the boss with you, though. You need to get out of here. It is good to have a healer around, I will admit that. These are better odds. 28 still, you know, it's still gonna hit me. Ideally, I can get them off the mountain, but at the same time, that'll speed them up, but I don't want them getting after my weaker units. That'd be a tad annoying. She should be fine. You cannot reach. Send you. I don't like that. Where can you go? I bet you can go there. So you can probably almost... Yeah, I'm just gonna go over here. That should be fine. Oh, I got him off the mountain. Oh, just wait till Gilliam classes up. He won't fear no axes anymore. Can you go? Okay, we're good here. Can you... Yes, okay. It's all good. I'm a little worried if I'll actually be able to reach Garcia. I really don't want to lose him. Actually, I have a good idea to avoid that, though. Okay, you're good for now. I need to reach you. And there's the critical that I kind of didn't want. Not gonna kill the boss though, not yet. Excellent. Alright, all according to plan. Just don't get a crit here. We are back in business. Alright. I actually can kill you because I have a good idea here. I promise it's a good idea. I won't regret this later. Oh, nice. She's been getting so much defense this round. I kind of like that a lot. Nope. How far can you reach? Okay. Gimme, gimme. You don't have a weapon now. Let's keep you close, and you can't go there. So... at the minimum, he could stand you for 10 turns. Gives me plenty of time. Alright, now I got the pair. Father and son. I like to think Ross gets a lot stronger with, you know, the strength stat and whatnot. Maybe a little more speed too, but Garcia, he's got the health. He's already got a whopping 28 at level 4. Then we make it to the house, and we're done. So far, even with some small slip-ups, we're doing pretty well. It's still really easy though, so very soon I'm probably gonna have to make some really difficult decisions. Have to decide who will live and who will be sacrificed. Oh, I forgot to mention I got a convoy as well as all the money and stuff. The convoy can hold about 100 items. I can send items to it that I can't hold. It's great, so I don't have to toss anything. Just to double check I got everything, I think. Yes. Alright, let's end the mission. Just use my rapier. I don't want to waste too much of it, but I mean, since it's a really, really useful armor-piercing tool. For some reason, but... I kind of wonder what this dialogue would be like if I screwed up horribly, but maybe it'd restart this mission. Not gonna find out this time, though. So it turns out this guy's someone famous. I'm just trying to figure out who... So, there's all these soldiers and stuff. Who are they at war with? I guess I don't know enough about the lore of this game, really. There's probably a lot more to it than I really care to find out, honestly, but... There's all this talk about soldiers and armies and whatever, but, I believe one of the characters mentions how... Rheneas has gotten soft in their... I don't know, many, many, many years of peace. That and there's mercenaries like crazy, and I don't know. A Fire Emblem game doesn't really know peacetime. They all kind of center around big wars happening, and betrayals, and whatevers. I just summed up a Fire Emblem game right there. I feel great. Oh, and then no one has realistic, like, sensical hair colors, natural hair colors. I'm kind of looking at Garcia's kind of, what do you call it? That belt over his shoulder. I don't know if you guys see it too, but those... I think they're supposed to be like, I don't know, those metallic pieces there, those... I don't know what to call them, they just look really, really funny to me. I don't know if anyone else sees that, but it's just a little strange looking. Especially with the shadows there and everything. I hate to nitpick or anything, but it just looks a little odd. Maybe it's just because I have this at full screen. I was talking about that earlier too. That's probably it. Oh well. So if you haven't guessed yet, by the way, next mission is, I'm going to spend a lot of time trying to level up Ross. He's kind of a disappointment until, I don't know, you kind of farm him some level. Which can be really dangerous. If he gets attacked, he's in a lot of trouble. He actually gets his own unique weapon too, which is a... I don't know if you saw Garcia using it, but Garcia had a hand axe, which is it's a ranged weapon. It hits 1 to 2 spaces away. Ross has a unique version of that, which has a lot more uses. It's a lot lighter, and it does a little less damage. A lot more hit rate too, actually. So, all in all, it's a perfect weapon for a rookie. Gets him some experience points, but doesn't actually... It's not useful, so I can use all 50 of it pretty happily. I forgot to mention this too. I've never really mentioned it yet, but something unique to Fire Emblem games, not exactly unique to them, but it's pretty prominent in the gameplay for it, is weapon durability. Weapons, you know, you buy them in the store, you use them up, and then they break. Then you buy more weapons, or you take them from some enemies. It's a pretty interesting tactical mechanic, really, but I think it annoys a lot of people, so I'm not sure whether to say it's a good thing or a bad thing. I tend to find that it makes for some really interesting strategy, especially when you're doing, you know, hard mode and stuff like that, so I like it personally. If you don't care for it, then, I don't know, you can complain about it in the comments, I won't stop you. I have so many stories about you know, just weapons breaking at the worst times, and me freaking out about it, and going, no, I needed that. Why did it have to break now? I got a critical hit. And then it... I don't know. Because if you, if a weapon breaks mid-combat, and you had a second attack, but your weapon didn't have a second attack in it, your attacks stop. You don't keep going. That could be the difference between life and death, sometimes. That guy has a magnificent mustache. I want it. I'll put it on my wall, and I'll say, this is my magnificent mustache. Do you like it? And then my guests will think I'm crazy. They talk a lot about the bracelet in this game, but you never actually really get to see it in any of the... Like the mugshot, you can't see the bracelet. They talk about it. They're like, oh, look, do you see my bracelet? No, I don't. Your hands are at your sides. They're below the screen. They totally could have just done a little art thing with, I don't know, next to the mugshot, where the hand holding the bracelet shows up on screen, or wearing the bracelet, and then just goes, oh, look, it's here. Maybe not, though, with how they programmed it. I've seen how they do some of it, and they're really limited for space, so I understand a bit. It'd just be a funny little touch. Probably look terrible, too, though. Oh boy, I finished the mission like 5 minutes ago. I think that's going to be PaperHero's #1 topic for this Let's Play is, oh no, it's still talking at me. Scene change and, oh, okay. Yeah, there's flashbacks in this game. They happen periodically. This one's just about her learning how to fight. This is actually really, really interesting to me, kind of, I don't know, gameplay-wise too, because from this stuff we learned that Erica was taught by Ephraim how to fight. Well, this would make Ephraim a superior fighter, basically, because, you know, you'd have to know more to teach someone. But this actually kind of plays into gameplay too, because Ephraim's a monster and Erica kind of sucks. We'll be getting him, we'll be using him soon, and you'll certainly be able to tell the difference. He's kind of unfair. He feels like a classed up unit, kind of like Seth from the get-go, and he's level 1 or whatever, level 6. I don't remember what level he starts at, but he's just, there's just something not fair about him. His weapon choice is also really strong too, but I don't know, he doesn't use a rapier, that's all I'm gonna say. But it's kind of a cool tidbit that the teacher is actually stronger than the student. It's not some crazy thing where it's like, oh, I'm the main character, I have main character strength. No, you don't. I'm giving her a lot of crap though, but her level ups have been really, really good this time to me, so I'm actually quite pleased with that. She might be seeing more use than I normally would be using her for. I don't know, generally she just kind of sits in the sidelines and, I don't know, is kind of weaker. Oh look, that character has blue hair. I bet he's a party member. Okay, so that guy's a bracelet thief. Alright. Save here, and... excellent. We are all done for now. That is it. I hope you enjoyed this. Leave a comment, etc., etc. Next time around, we are chasing after the bracelet thief. See you then.